Yes. Can someone confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes, yes, it's Facebook.
All right. So thank you again for joining in, and allow me allow me introduce some of the partners that we have on board, and so that we can get started. Yes. So the partners that we have on board, we have Beyond Data ICT, and we shall learn more about it in the next few minutes. We also have Kiddies Robotics, and we also have the Young AI Leaders Community Mombasa Hub. So yes, these are the people that we are partnering with, so that we have this session with you guys. And I think I'll dive into the icebreaker. So um, in just a few words, in just like a minute, can we introduce ourselves by sharing our name, location, what we do, and one skill someone would pay for? We can have we can have we can someone can start randomly. Then okay, I'll go first, because since I'm the one talking, I'll go first. My name is Alice Namagembe, again from Uganda. I am I'm in my final semester for AI and machine learning, and I feel one skill someone would pay me right now would be doing some analysis with data. So yeah, that's data analysis. And yes, so someone else can come in and introduce themselves. Thank you. Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
my name is Michael Ochieng from Beyond Data ICT Mombasa, based at Nyali. Uh, I I major in designs, and a skill that someone will pay me for is designing majorly logo design and yeah, poster designing. Thank you.
Nice to have you, Michael. Another person.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is
Please.
Joshua Wema. I'm
Wema.
a
I am
software
a software
developer with
developer with
Beyond Data
Beyond
ICT
Data ICT
Mombasa.
Mombasa.
A skill that
A
someone
skill
would
that
pay
someone
you
would pay me
in
for is
software development.
software
I build
development. I build
systems and
systems and
websites.
websites.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you for being on the call.
Hi everyone,
Hi everyone,
my name is
my
Evelyn
name is
Muringe.
Evelyn Murenge.
I am
I am
an
an
accountant by
accountant
profession.
by
Also, I
profession.
am a
Also, I
student.
am a
The
student.
skills that one
The
can
skills
pay me
that
for
one
is
can pay me for
accounting,
is
also in
accounting,
data
also
analysis.
in data analysis.
I can do it.
I can do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mm, can we have someone else introduce themselves, please?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is
Good
Anna
afternoon.
Tabor. Someone can pay me on data analysis. Thank you.
Okay. Um, okay. In the chat, we have Chris Chrysippinus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Chrysippinus Jacob from Mombasa, and he says he's a student. He would be paid for designing scalable architecture in AWS. So, can you have another person introduce themselves, please?
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
I'm Otieno Susan, a student for ATD, that is accounting and technician. Yes.
Okay. What's the skill you would be paid for? Okay. Can you have someone else introduce themselves?
Hello. Good
Hi.
afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Vincent Mugambi, a student at one university, Kilifi. Currently, a skill that someone can pay me for its web development. Thank you.
Thank you for being on the call. Can we have someone else introduce themselves? Should I say everyone is has introduced themselves?
Good evening. I'm also
Good.
a student from Technical University of Mombasa, taking computer science, and what can be the skill that someone can pay me for data design and management. Thank you.
Thank you for being on the call. We also have Vincent in the chat. He says he's Vincent Obaje, a student doing journalism and mass media from Kakamega. So he can be paid in photography. So, can I have someone else introduce themselves before we head to the main session? Okay, I think we I think people have exhausted introducing themselves. So with that said, can I allow me introduce Emmanuel Madanga Bwire. He's the founder at Beyond Data ICT. He's passionate about empowering young people with digital skills, mentorship, and opportunities to thrive in the field. And in this new generation of AI, where anyone has to have at least something they can do of their own. So, with that said, can you all join me to welcome Emmanuel Madanga Bwire? You most welcome, Emmanuel.
Thank you so much. Alice, yeah, thank you for welcoming us in this session. Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right, so maybe you can stop sharing your screen. I will pick it up from there. I'll share mine. Still the same, but I'll just share from my side. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
So that I give you ample time. Okay. All right, so welcome everyone to today's session. This is an info session. We are going to use this session to introduce this program to us so that we can be able to know what is in for us and how one can take part in this program. My name is Emmanuel Madanga, as I've been introduced to you. I'm the founder at Beyond Data ICT, where we are empowering Africa with data and digital intelligence. We do trainings and capacity building in data and digital space in general. So we are leveraging digital transformation where we are supporting every African resident, either you're a local resident or you are international residents. So we are helping them, empowering especially the youths, ensuring we bridge the digital divide. And not just that, just helping us to be able to turn some of the skills we have into digital opportunities. So if you want to learn more about Beyond Data ICT, you can visit our website. However, in this session, I'm not alone. And also in this program, we are not running this alone as Beyond Data ICT. We are running this program with Kiddies Robotics and Young AI Leaders. So first, I'll welcome Kiddies Robotics Director to also give us an intro of Kiddies, and then I'll pick it over again to now introduce the rest of the program to us. Let's welcome Kiddies Director.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Elizabeth speaking. Yeah, so this is Elizabeth speaking. A trainer at Kiddies Robotics. So for us, we usually deal with robotics and art. Under robotics, there is coding, programming, and building. So we usually welcome kids at the age of 3 to 18. We also have different activities on art and outdoors activities also. It's a STEM hub, which includes of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Yeah, so I'm happy to attend this meeting. Thank you.
Okay, Elizabeth, are you joined with some of your colleagues or you are just alone today?
No, I'm joined with some of my colleagues. They can also add more.
Yeah, allow them introduce themselves quickly.
The points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Rukia speaking from Kiddies Robotics.
Okay, Rukia, thank you. Anyone else?
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this program is brought to you in partnership between Beyond Data ICT, Kiddies Robotics, and Young AI Leaders. And so, as you have heard, yeah, you can just mute. Thank you so much, Elizabeth and team. You can just mute. Thank you. Yeah, so Young AI Leaders Mombasa Hub. This is an AI for Good initiative. If you have heard of AI for Good, this is part of the AI for Good initiative. That is this is a global initiative that is aiming at enabling our communities be able to unlock skills in AI and also robotics. But this is now through initiatives like let me say like projects, local projects that can be able to engage most of our young people in this particular space of AI and robotics. So we'll be having a number of programs, and this is part of a program that we'll be having at Mombasa Hub. I am the community lead for Young AI Leaders Mombasa Hub, and so we have this program. It's called Intellab Mentorship Program. However, for those who will be joining us physically at Kiddies Robotics, there is where we are also based as Beyond Data ICT. We'll have an opportunity to interact with robotics projects, apart from the skills that everyone else will be able to join. So that will be an added advantage for those who will be coming physically. So this program is dedicated to be hybrid. So we'll have virtual and we'll have physical. For those who will be coming in physical, we'll have an opportunity to build a robotics project, which they can, of course, now leverage on that to build the skills they would like to venture in, especially bringing technology closer to the environment, because that is what more robotics is more about. It's more about bridging the software and the people through now hardware. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing in this particular program. So let me dive deep into the program. So this program, why Intellab? This is an 8-week, is going to be an 8 weeks mentorship and practical skills development program. You might already have some skills that will be covered in this particular program. However, our aim is to ensure that at least you transition those skills into something that can generate income. Having skill is one thing. Getting opportunity for you to generate income is another thing. And that's what we are trying to bridge. We have seen a number of programs and we don't want to do the same. Programs where we are also mentored, but again, we gain skills, but we can't turn those skills into something that we can be able to monetize. Either monetization might mean you getting an opportunity to work with, let's say, local organizations or international organizations, while you offering your skills and you get paid. We call it, it might also look more or less like freelance or gig, but also when you get a full-time opportunity to work, you also get an opportunity to work. So our motive or our mission is to ensure that we give you an opportunity or a platform for us to also get to understand what you can be able to do. Because without people knowing what you can do, it's difficult for them to support you. It's difficult for them to link you to opportunities. And that's what we are trying to bridge. We are bridging that gap. Of course, we understand our institutions are also trying in terms of skills development. However, there is still that mismatch between the industry and whatever we get in our schools. So we're trying to bridge that gap. So this is going to be a comprehensive program. And so we'll try to combine 3 things: theoretical, of course, theoretical, which you might have already gotten maybe from your institution, or let's say now we have now the practical, where you'll get also opportunity to learn some few practical skills. And then now we'll have also like mentorship, where we'll connect you at least to someone who can work with you closely, so that you can be able to also monitor the growth rate or your growth rate and support you transition the skill you will have. Either you came with the skill or you gain some skills here. And now we can see how you can map this into an income generating opportunity. That is what this program is about. So this program, the challenges that we have had and why we introduced this program is that Africa is experiencing a growing disconnect between the education and the demand for skills in the digital market, in the modern digital economy in general, where we have graduates, millions of graduates entering into the job market without the practical skills that employers are looking for or the industry is requiring, and leaving thousands of actually talented young people as well and underemployed or unemployed despite their qualification. So we're trying to also bridge that disconnect because it's real, it's something that we are experiencing, and we'd like also to give an exposure to the digital opportunities. Because if you're not exposed, it's difficult for you to also get to realize some of the potentials or even realize your potential. So there's also growing demand for skills like in AI and digital skills. Remember, all these things intertwine. All the digital skills that matter. Even if you are in web, even if you are in cloud, even if you are in data, even if you are in whichever field you are, in design, all these skills matter. Our aim will not to teach you how to design. Our aim will not to teach you on how to work with cloud but our aim will be to mentor you, be able to transition into an income generating. Turn the skill you have, positioning yourself better. For those who will have more advantage will be those also who will be interested, especially in the data space, because that is our areas beyond data ICT. So you'll be introduced more into at least how to get started in data skills. But the main aim is to, even for those who already have the data skills, how can you turn those skills into income generating opportunity? That's what we are aiming to bridge in this particular program, so that we can be able to open doors to careers, to open doors to income, and also have meaningful impact in the digital age. That's what we are aiming to ensure that we achieve. So the first stage will be on digital readiness. At some point, we do assume maybe we have a lot of these things, but we usually actually undervalue them. But these skills are very, very essential. There's where we'll start, digital readiness. How ready are you to work in the digital space? And the second stage will be now on data skills. This is how this program will be. The second stage will be on data skills. How can you position your data skills? Data is wide. We even have data, working with data in cloud. Data is everywhere. Data is in software development. Even if you're developing softwares, you need to collect data. You need to work with databases. And you at some point, you might need to develop even static dashboards on your softwares so that people can actually make decisions directly from softwares that you have developed. Even if you are in web, you need to develop even web platforms to collect data, like forms to collect data, and so on. So there is more. And then we have digital visibility. How can you position yourself to be ready for opportunities to work in the digital space? Because in the digital space, there's something we call trust. How can you build confidence? How can you build trust so that people can pay you for the skills you have? That's some of the things that we are looking forward to ensure that we have. And then now we have AI productivity, and now careers and income generating. How can you position yourself? Either if you're looking for unemployment, you're looking for internship, you're looking for volunteering, how can you position yourself in this particular area? How can you prepare yourself? Especially nowadays, we have AI systems that are being used as human resource. Like, how can you position yourself, tailor your CV also for better? And some of these things are things that we're going to discuss in this program, so that by the end of the program, you'll be able to dive deeper. So the first weeks of this program, first week will be discussing digital foundation and productivity. This will include issues to do with security, cybersecurity issues in the digital space. We have AI harm. Nowadays, we are in the digital space, so AI is everywhere. How can you responsibly use AI or help people to effectively use AI? And maybe use also AI for productivity, but also ethically usage of AI. Week 2 will be on data literacy, where we'll try to understand how to make decisions with data, learn to interpret and communicate data insights with confidence and clarity. Week 3 will maybe use a tool like Microsoft Excel, or you can use a tool like Google Sheets. These are basic. We are looking at the digital beginners. So you're using basic tools. However, you might assume that they are basic, but might not be that basic. So you'll uncover some skills here. And also data visualization, you will learn the foundation, or we call it like anatomy of data visualization, and anatomy of a dashboard. What do we mean by a dashboard? So these are some things that we'll be looking at in this particular program. Even if it's to turn financial data into dashboards, those are things that you need to leverage on. So data is everywhere. Even if you are from engineering, you are from agriculture, you're from circular economy, there is always a space for data. And week 5 to week 8 will now be focusing on digital marketing and personal branding. Digital marketing, the reason why we are introducing digital marketing in this particular program is that if you can't actually sell your skill to a customer, you can't sell your product, you can't sell your skill. You might be a software developer, you have developed softwares, but how can you market this? How can you turn this into digital opportunities? Limitless. Digital space is limitless. If you talk about physical space, then you are limited maybe to a geographic area. But when you talk about digital economy, you can even work with people who are actually abroad, and you can support them with your skills. Personal branding is what will build trust. That's why we must have this in this program. Even if the first parts of this program, week 1 to week 4, might not be that instrumental to you, maybe if you are not interested in the data space. However, this area now where we are in, this is where now you need more attention, how you can grow professionally in this space. We also have AI for productivity and responsible AI usage. We understand we are using AI in different areas, even in design, using AI in software development, AI in research, AI in writing, AI in graphic design, and so on. So how can we ensure that AI we are using them responsibly? So that we can also boost our productivity. We are using AI to take notes, we are using AI to write reports, we are using AI, like AI adoption principles. But again, we might use AI in a way that can harm others. How can we tackle that? How can we work with that? So we are also going to see that in this particular program. AI automation and workflows. Nowadays, as I've told you, we have ATS systems that are used for hiring. And if we don't give equal opportunity to our people, and actually it's very unfair. And we'll be uncovering also in this program to see how these systems usually make decisions to rank you. At some point nowadays, if you call for application for a particular job, you'll get over 1,000 registration. And you have limited time actually to go through all those thousands to just look for a talent you're looking for. If you can't tailor your CV to match the job descriptions, to match the job that is being advertised, using your 2 years old CV to look for an opportunity, you will never get that opportunity. So this is what we are going to discuss in this program and help you tailor. And also talking about AI-powered tools and automation and workflows. Some of these things might be things that you are even developing if you're in development space. And how can you develop these things also with the human-centered focus? Because without human-centered, you will end up developing solutions that will not go to market. It's things like now go-to-market strategies. That's why we introduced the digital marketing program there. And now the last week, we'll be looking at career development, where we can be able to turn the skills we have into income-generating opportunities. This will include things like digital profiles, building digital profiles, even if it's on digital, like the remote work platforms or just your portfolio. That's what we are looking forward to build, so that you can monetize your skill. That's what we are aiming. Because Africa, we are very many young people. We are millions, over 500 million young people. And this population is growing. This population is growing. Africa is contributing to around 20% of the job market. But top 20% of market, that is top 20% of population. However, when it comes to job market, we are still way below. Same thing happens to even transition. When you compare people who enter into the education systems and those who graduate, it's actually at around 9 to 13%. So some of these things are actually not interesting, but at least we want to see how we can help our people transition from schools to digital opportunities, because there is where our strength is, unlocking digital opportunities. So our learning approach, as mentioned, will be 30% practical, where we'll be working with real world projects. 20% will be mentorship guided, and 10% will be theoretical foundation for concepts and frameworks. For those who will come physically at Kidis Robotics office, where we are also based beyond data ICT, you will have an opportunity to add an extra thing, which we'll now be talking about now, the robotics components, where you'll be taken through the robotics project And you can now build on that, now go into the IoT and now bring in some more advanced innovations in this space. What we're looking for is on Africa priority areas. Africa priority areas are agriculture, healthcare, environment, and these things are things that matter to us all. We want to bridge the food security issues with using technology. We want to bridge healthcare issues. We want to bridge our environment, climate, global warming or climate smart innovations. And we need all of you. So this program, expected outcome of this program is to have a professional digital workspace. You need to have a professional digital workspace for you. Develop a dashboard project or a data portfolio, an AI productivity skill or responsible AI, and also a career roadmap that you'll have created, an income strategy that you can actually turn maybe in the next 6 or 12 months. You should have already turned your skill into an income generating opportunities. So call for application for this is is already live, and you will just see the links in a few on how you can get engaged. So we'll have mentees in this program. We'll have mentees. These will be people who are interested now to be to join as beneficiaries of this program. Also, mentees can be job seekers, can be students, can be graduates, can be professionals already. We are also looking for mentors. Mentors are now experts in tech, either in data, in AI, in software, in web. We need all those, even in business, even in career coaching. So we need these people so that they can be able to help now mentor others. So you can take part in this program either as a mentee or a mentor to guide digital people, digital beginners to be able to leverage on the digital economy. This is how this program timeline looks like. We are going to have the call for application opening today, and then we'll have call for application closing on 28th of June, and then we'll have successful communication to the applicants. Will be notified by 3rd of July, and then we'll have the program duration running from 6th of July to 28th of August 2026, and then we'll have the graduation happening on 2nd of October. This graduation will be a physical in our datathon Pwani. We have a datathon coming up in October 2nd and 3rd. So 2nd, we'll use that also for graduation of this particular cohort. For those who will be joining us physically, so we'll have an opportunity to join us in Mombasa. Everything you'll be required to, of course, this will mean that you have successfully taken through the mentorship program. You need to commit to attend at least 4 hours. So 2 hours for a live session and 2 hours for mentorship. So you just need 2 hours for mentorship and 2 hours per week for live session. This is how this program is designed. So after 2 hours of live session, you'll get 2 hours to engage with your mentor to just find out what have you learned, check, helping you check the project that you're working on, help just to ensure that it can be able to track you from start to end of this program. And in this graduation, for those who will join us, especially those who are within Mombasa, those who are outside Mombasa, if you can facilitate yourself to join us, that will also be nice to have you. Because remember, we are going to have a datathon Pwani. This is a data science and AI event that is organized by Beyond Data ICT that will be happening in Mombasa. At Kidis Robotics, so here you'll see some of the space we have here, but of course we'll have some engaging events beyond tech. We have some nice events that will be happening in Mombasa, including some beach activities and also some cycling. Those interested can also join us to explore Mombasa together, so that you can also just get to know what Mombasa is about. If maybe Mombasa is your first time, or if even you are a resident of Mombasa but you haven't visited some other nice places, so you might take a bike and we'll cycle together and explore some of these areas. So we'll also be happy to have you. So the call for application, call for mentees is open. So the website is the Intellab Mentorship www.beyonddataICT.com. Here is where you will be able to find here a call for Mentee. And as mentioned, you'll get an opportunity to dive into data analytics, personal branding, career development, robotics, and artificial intelligence, digital marketing, digital productivity, and entrepreneurship, where you can be able to turn your skill, even if it's cloud, even if it's web, even if the skill you have, turn it into an income generating. That's why you'll kind of develop an entrepreneurial mindset. The deadline for this call, it will be on 28th of June, 2026. And so we look forward to having you as a mentee. Same case happens to calling for mentors is also open. So mentors also who are in this space, those who are in web, who are software, we also call upon all the mentors to join us in this particular call. If you feel this program is useful to anyone, even outside Mombasa, be it in Nairobi, be it in Kajiado, be it in Busia, be it in Kisumu, be it in Isiolo, be it in Marsabit, Wajir, whichever they are, even if some might be international, but would also like to take part in this particular program. Because our mission is to empower Africa, so we'll not constrain our beneficiaries to Kenya alone. So if we happen to have international even mentors as well, so we'll be happy to have you on board. So I take this opportunity to again welcome Alice to just take us now the last parts of this program. This program will also have a certificate of recognition. However, it will be a digital certificate. But for those who will join us physically in Mombasa, you might be required to kind of maybe contribute like 500 bob just for your certification to be printed. But for digital certificates, we are all going to benefit from this program for free. So no one is going to pay anything to benefit from this program unless it's a physical certificate that you might need on the graduation day. So otherwise, thank you so much for listening to us, and we welcome any questions. You can drop them in the chat section. We'll be able to look at them. So maybe Alice, you can take us, maybe check if we have any questions. Someone might unmute. You can just moderate us on the question side. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Emmanuel. In case you have any questions, you can put up your hand or paste your question in the chat. All right. Yes, you can paste your question in the chat, or you